would do a dangerous thing with style. That's what I call art.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Ladsfootyshow. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Ladsfootyshow.
Welcome to episode 24 of Ladsfootyshow.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Ladsfootyshow. I'm your host, Sebastian, with my co-host.
Geeks.
Viejo.
As you guys know from our last video, the World Cup has ended, sadly. But we are going to give you guys our flop 11 of the tournaments.
If you guys haven't checked out our team of the tournament, we like our past two videos or three.
Yeah, it was the last.
You guys go make sure you check that out.
Banger.
Yeah, and we're giving you guys our flop 11.
We're going to change it up a little. We're going to start from our striker, and then we're going to go down to our goalkeeper. Let us know in the comments. Follow along. Let us know your guys' worst player for that position. If you had to take it away, fam. Start with the striker.
All right, let's start off striker. I got two. In case you guys don't mention,
we're playing 4-3-3, by the way.
Yeah.
yeah. I
have two strikers.
Yeah, in case you guys don't mention them, I got two options.
No, it's
I'll
just
only say one.
player.
My main option, because I'm probably thinking you guys are gonna say the other one.
I'm gonna breathe in to get ready for the
Lautaro Martinez.
Awful.
perfect
Yeah.
time.
Why? Hey, what do you guys expect?
Yeah, it's Lautaro
Why is that
Martinez.
awful?
It's a blessing in disguise.
Listen.
Goddamn.
You're waffling, fam. Before the World Cup, all three of you guys said he was gonna be top scorer, and he got replaced by a 20-year-old. And he didn't have good performances except for two plays in the final. And he said it himself after winning the trophy that he's disappointed that he wish he would have had a better World Cup. So that's mine.
After the first game, his performance, it was rightly so. He got replaced by Julian, but after that, he didn't really have a big impact.
In the final, he
sent them to the semifinal or quarterfinal.
The penalty shootout. Netherlands. He scored the winning penalty.
Yeah.
And I think that and did he score penalty? He didn't score penalty in the final, did he?
He didn't score.
No.
He was fifth.
No, but
He was after Montiel. I think so.
Yeah, but he's had the goal that Messi put in the third one.
Mm-hmm.
We shot
Wait,
it.
I think that alone puts him below the player I have as a worst
That's
striker.
why I didn't say, but you mentioned Montiel. Montiel is a good ass penalty taker, bro.
Oh, yeah, he's 8 for 8. I saw a video where he hasn't missed a penalty.
Since club level, and then Copa America, he put some too. He's clutch in penalties.
Yeah, not bad.
Next.
Before we go on to mine, or actually, no, I'm going to just say mine that we can go into.
I think ours, to be honest.
Might as well say ours, no?
On 3?
3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo. You keys?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's 3.
Simple enough.
It is. We all expected him to carry his team.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Score all the goals.
We didn't want him to, and we didn't think he was going to, but everyone else expected him to be playing
No one
good in
expected
a tournament.
None of you guys had him as a candidate. None of you guys had him as candidate for top scorer or even close to anything
We
for
didn't think he was
awards.
going to perform, but everybody else did think he was going to perform.
But yeah, you obviously put Ronaldo. You obviously put Ronaldo in a projected.
I didn't even think. I wasn't even sure he was going to start the World Cup. And you guys can look back in the videos. You guys can't say I'm
He was
waffling.
going to start.
I thought Gonçalo Ramos was going to start.
No, you don't. No, you didn't. Because when I told you that, you were like, what? No.
I literally said that was Seb.
You would whine and say that Ronaldo would never not start for Portugal.
Yeah, he's captain.
No, I was debating. I was questioning myself. I was like, I don't even know if Ronaldo's going to start.
He doesn't know what he's saying.
But yeah, that's
It's wrong. Just for his name. In his last World Cup final, how does he not deliver? He played all these games.
He's 37.
World Cup final?
No, like World Cup finals.
World
World Cup finals.
Oh,
What do you mean?
His last World Cup, I mean.
The World Cup finals.
The World Cup
quarterfinals,
finals.
round of 16. Those are finals.
Knockouts.
Oh, he played a final.
Just like when Beckham scored his free kick,
I guess.
sends Beckham to the World Cup finals. Sends England to the World Cup finals.
Sends Beckham to the World Cup finals.
England, fam.
Jesus.
Well, I'm trying to say it again. It's his last World Cup. And for him to not deliver at the biggest stage of any competition in the sport, and
I think-
to not deliver,
I didn't expect
that's
him-
just the reason.
I think the only argument you can have is he wasn't having a good season. Like for my left winger, he isn't having a good season there. But I think the caliber of player that he is, you expected him to at least put in a couple of goals this tournament, which I didn't
His
want
only
him
goal
to,
was a
but
penalty.
I thought he was
You
going
saw him
to.
scoring more than 3? I didn't see him score more than. I don't see him scoring more than 2.
Ronaldo. He's the goal.
I saw him
think-
at least like 3, to be honest. Like 3 max. Like 3 max.
Maybe like 2 penalties.
2
1
max, I
penalty.
would have said.
And he scored a penalty. So
In 70 minutes, Gonçalo Ramos scored 3.
Yeah, what did he do the game after?
Plays shit just like Ron the whole tournament.
Nah, the first 2 games were
Ron a taste of his own medicine.
Then in the first game, he had a penalty. In the second game,
He had a hairline goal.
Oh shit.
He has to claim his teammates' goals to get like good stats.
That was brutal. Cool.
Oh shit.
Ronaldo has 5 World Cups, 0 knockout goals in the 5 World Cups.
Shit.
Ramos has 3 in 70 minutes. Crazy, boys.
Let's move on to our right or left wing.
Left wing.
Boy, you had another striker.
Wait, who's
I just have Ronaldo.
Oh,
who
shit.
was your other striker?
Romelu Lukaku.
Awful as well.
One of the worst performances.
I think for that performance alone,
It's not flop.
game.
Can you say flop when he played one game?
He played 45 minutes.
Look,
he had
So
two.
that can't
yeah,
be
I know
flop.
what you're
He
saying.
had two substitution
He
appearances.
came in from injury, right?
He got subbed in the 83rd minute.
Yeah.
7 minutes.
He came in from injury, but all those misses he had in that short period of time,
It was
like
three.
how amateur he looked as a
Even
player.
one of those goals would have sent them through.
Yes, really bad.
Like open goals too, not just one, not just two.
But you can't compare again 50 minutes that a player had after coming in injury, after he's been injured most of the whole season.
Yeah, I know that's why it wasn't my main one, but in terms of that was bad.
compared to a striker who played almost every game that Portugal had and didn't deliver. Lautaro, I agree. We all can obviously say that he didn't perform how we expected to.
Higuaín.
But
Yeah, he did.
like Argentina, if it wasn't for Lautaro playing this shit, they don't win this World Cup.
Yeah,
So that's why
I don't think
it
so.
was kind of just like a flop that
In disguise.
came out of
You're
a
trying
bad-
Blessing in disguise.
You're
Blessing
trying
in
to show.
disguise.
You're trying to make
Blessing in
your Inter
disguise, that's what I
guy.
said.
You're trying to make your
Blessing
Inter
in
guy
disguise.
look good while still being shit.
And he did miss
It's
sitters.
a new stat, fam.
He did miss sitters.
It's a new stat.
But when he came on, he didn't play bad.
No,
He didn't play bad.
Yeah, he just had a lot of missed shots.
The Australia one was probably the worst.
The
one.
Yeah,
Australia
his
was
shots
very
just went
poor.
off target. That's it.
Where he even looked frustrated after missing some of the
Yeah,
chances.
because he knows he's better than that.
No, and you see in the Saudi Arabia game where he was offsides like once or twice. And to be honest, after the loss, I was like, yeah, he'll crack two more in the group stage.
And it was crazy because the first game, obviously it's like 2 a.m. And Lautaro scores that goal. Then he does the other goal where he like does the Mbappe on Courtois. Does like the step over around him. It was another offside goal. He scored 2 offside goals. And I was already going into after the game or at the halftime actually because they ended up losing it. I was like, dude, Lautaro's like gonna score like 6
No,
goals.
like third time's a charm. Yeah, he's gonna back.
No.
He's gonna back.
But like for
Yeah,
the
he
rest
looked
of the
hungry.
tournament, he looked very good. And I was like, what the fuck?
No,
he was doing step overs
that's
around the
exactly
goalie.
that's exactly what I mean. What he looked hungry. He looked like he was gonna fucking be the reason Messi lifts the World Cup.
Cesar Montes convert him to Higuaín, fam.
Cesar Montes is
Shit,
insane.
man. But yeah, not mad about him being in your guys' team.
He's a World Cup winner.
All right, moving on to the left wing now. Bitch.
You might be mad about this.
You want to start?
Oh,
Go ahead and start. Fam.
Geeks goes first.
all right. My left wing is Alexis Vega.
Ooh.
No, that's not.
Okay, in terms of us
I will say
as a group,
I will say it in terms of the fact that not only was it just Hera himself because I was shitting on him. I didn't expect him to do nothing.
You're also milking him too.
I milked the free kick. That was it.
in terms of expectations for
Poland,
Mexico, it's valid.
I milked the free kick. That was it.
Poland,
I milked
Argentina.
Memo. I milked Memo. Argentina.
Mm.
He didn't do shit either. He was subbed, so he couldn't even say he had a.
Shit, that's why we lost.
I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence that when he got subbed off against Saudi Arabia, we scored twice.
Immediately.
I think that's also a bullshit thing.
But isn't it a coincidence
Vega?
though?
Because he got subbed off for Antuna and look how Antuna's game went.
But you instantly put Chucky on the left and Chucky was firing, bro. Even though he couldn't put anything behind the net. I was begging for Chucky to go left wing since before the World Cup, bro.
But it's
Whatever.
different because Chucky plays
Right wing for Napoli.
club.
This season. He's had many seasons playing left wing.
He's right.
PSV, first season at Napoli.
PSV was the last time I saw him as a true left wing.
PSV played right
Napoli,
wing.
it's always Insigne. It was always Insigne. It was always never seen Insigne down a right wing flank.
Yeah.
So it was up in like the past 2-3 seasons he's been playing right wing.
Yeah.
But I agree, his left wing for Chucky has been the best, to be honest.
You still think Vega had a decent World Cup?
I still think in terms of the attacking, out of the
You
three,
said he was going to score 3 goals.
I did say that.
Honestly, if it was any other goalkeeper, he probably would have scored that free
He's
kick.
freaking.
Yeah, I'll give him that. That shit was.
He was the only one.
I'll give him to that any day. I'll give him to any day. That's it though. That's it. The only thing I can give him.
I think he was the best out of the three.
Nah, I think Chucky.
Now Chucky did well, but Chucky gives you all this and gives you nothing at the end of it.
The thing is, Chucky, he's a bigger name, so you expect him way more of him. That Saudi Arabia game, even though everyone was like shagging him for missing
Chucky
a
was
lot,
his best
he
game,
was
though.
firing.
Yeah, he was
bro.
the best player on the pitch.
Dribbles completed were crazy.
He was fired, but he was shit.
Yeah,
Yes, because that's what
Yeah.
Chucky
End product.
is. End product, man. He doesn't he does all the other things well, but he doesn't have the end product to his game. You know.
We're talking about him a lot. I'm gonna just say he's my right wing as well. I have Chucky Lozano as my right winger.
You put 2 Mexican players?
Yeah, because honestly, I like it. Chucky Lozano.
Also because you watched all 3 of the games.
No, and Chucky Lozano was my favorable to lead us to glory. To be honest, I honestly
Me
really,
too. I had him once to watch.
I think I saw the veteranship. I saw the fact that he was playing out of his mind for Napoli, and not out of his mind, but he was definitely
Doing his
in form.
job.
He was hot. I saw the leadership role. I saw him taking the leadership role. I saw him becoming
Experience of last World Cup.
I just saw him taking us through like on his back.
Yeah.
And goddamn, I was wrong.
Seb left
We
wing.
were all wrong about Mexico.
My left wing, like I said before, he hasn't been doing good this season. But my left wing for this team is Heung-min Son.
Me too.
Damn,
Actually?
very poor.
Say that
very poor in the Premier League.
I mean, yeah, this is an expectation
With the
based.
side, with the side he's given, I just couldn't really expect.
They
him to
beat
do
Germany
that
4 years
much.
ago.
But he
to
did
knock
give
them
the
out.
winning
4
assist
years
to
ago.
send South Korea to the next round.
Yeah, but I thought
That's the only thing.
thought Son. Well, we all know Son as being that lethal finisher.
Yeah.
He didn't score a
Always.
single
You think that
goal.
injury was playing a big part though?
Especially,
No, but that injury was his face. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was like
his
no, it was
ability.
like his eye right here. It was like
especially
Yeah, but-
this season, he has 0 goals in the league against teams that aren't named Leicester. He has scored a hat trick and that's it.
I
He
know
hasn't really been doing shit.
that's crazy.
And it's going to be hard to
That's
get back
what
in the
I
team when you
I
have
thought Son would,
the players that they have over there.
because
Spurs.
last World Cup he ended off well, obviously beating Germany, and I thought
And he
this
scored
World
a
Cup,
Mex
they were gonna
too.
go for him.
Yeah, you have Son too.
Yeah, I chose Son as mine.
My left winger, and I'm surprised you guys didn't even put him. Is Darwin Nunez.
That was my honorable mention for that one.
Yeah.
Because
I
we
first had-
we
Because he's-
expected him to be like
He's a
even though he's
killer.
already
Mhm.
like I guess you could say star because of his price tag. You expect him to be like a breakout star throughout this tournament for Uruguay.
that's who my breakout star was going to. But after seeing Uruguay and how they played,
it was terrible.
they weren't creating any
No,
chances.
Darwin Nunez on top of that just doesn't bring anything. Doesn't bring
When
anything to that side.
He's actually
Nunez-
his touch is very poor.
Darwin Nunez reminds me a lot of Haaland, and he requires a lot out of his teammates to get the best out of him.
Uh,
And
I wouldn't say that.
Darwin Nunez alone picks up the ball on the left wing. It's either a shit first touch or a shit fucking.
and the
touch
thing
trying
is,
to
he's
get
not a
past
good
the
dribbler
defender.
too. So it's crazy
No,
that he's a
not.
left winger.
No, and that was the more annoying part, that they were just trying to find him every damn time as if he was gonna.
They would just ping it to him and hope for the best. Literally, that's what they were doing.
That's all they were doing.
And I think you expect your 85 million player to like carry you throughout time. But when Cavani was subbed in for him, I think Cavani just looked way better than he did.
Because
I think
Cavani's a natural
no
striker.
Uruguay player had a good World Cup.
Yeah, Uruguay.
Besides that one player that's
Carreta.
that last game. Because besides that, he didn't even play the other games.
Yeah,
And Bentancur didn't have a bad World Cup either.
Oh yeah, he had his.
Yeah, that's
he
true.
had his-
Uruguay were brought up to set out to be the surprise team.
I thought that-
It looked like they were set to do their little 2010 run.
Didn't we have him going to like
Semis.
the
Yeah, we-
quarterfinals?
that was like-
and we
what
were
do you
arguing.
guys
We were like arguing about it because we were like, Aviato was like, "Oh, you guys have Uruguay so far," and we're like, "Nah, they're good as fuck. We have a solid
They
team."
finished last, no? No, it's third.
Third.
Yeah, they were going through at one point. I think.
South Korea's son over Darwin Nunez, who I intentionally had, because every time Korea would get on a score sheet,
Son wasn't there.
Son wasn't involved. You know, and Korea had a solid World Cup. Obviously, they lost to Brazil,
Yeah.
but they even scored a goal against Brazil. I mean, they had a
Banger.
World Cup to be proud of, despite going out to Brazil. You know,
Yeah.
and I was just seeing these goals, goal this, and I was like, oh, no Son. It was always that hot striker.
Right winger.
Serge Gnabry.
Same.
I have
Serge Gnabry.
I have Bale just because of he's been carrying. I couldn't think of anybody else at the time, but just because
Bale,
he's been
no.
carrying.
I wouldn't put Bale.
The only person that Wales squad that did kind of like worse than him is Aaron Ramsey. Aaron Ramsey was pretty bad.
Ramsey was
Aaron
really bad.
Really bad this World Cup.
But it's expectations. You don't expect those guys to perform like
You just
good anymore.
expect Bale to like put in a free kick or score a
Ever
couple of
since
goals
Bale
for
went down
MLS.
to MLS,
to the MLS,
I just put the expectations away.
Yeah.
But I put Serge Gnabry because again, expectation. I thought he was gonna before the World Cup, looking at Germany's attack. I wasn't convinced, and I thought Serge Gnabry was gonna be the main source of goals.
Yes,
And then
he always is. Like he always under in the Germany. When he has a Germany shirt on, he's always the one firing goals,
Especially with Hansi Flick
He scored a
at
shit ton
Bayern.
in the qualifiers. He scored
Exactly.
a shit ton.
Exactly. So I really had high hopes for Gnabry. I thought Gnabry was gonna have like 5 goals at least, almost, because I really expected Germany to even make it out the group and go into the knockout stages out.
Wasn't it under Hansi Flick when he scored like 4 goals against Tottenham?
Yes, that's when he was top. Or no, he had 7 goals in the
group
Champions
stages,
League.
no?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Keeks.
I had Chucky Lozano.
Oh,
you
yeah,
mentioned that
I
already.
mentioned that.
Moving on to the
Midfield.
left midfield spot, I guess.
Yeah. I don't have a CDM like
Me
a
neither.
natural
Me
CDM.
neither.
I
So.
have a CDM.
Or you say it then.
My CDM is Busquets. I just don't see what he's supposed to be doing in that midfield. I think if you would have had Rodri at the CDM role instead, you could have just let Pedri and Gavi have their space to go up as
I
much
think
as you
nothing
can.
it's not because of him being a flop. I think you just got to put him more on Luis Enrique. But I still think Rodri had a good World Cup at center back.
He did.
He would have. I think he would have been. It would have been way better if he would have played Rodri at CDM instead.
I
Maybe.
I wouldn't add Busquets because he did his job. The ones who didn't do his job were the players above him.
What was he
which
doing,
Pedri and
though?
Gavi and the players above Pedri and Gavi.
What was he doing though?
Spain owned every ball for 90 minutes.
Rodri had more passes than him. He had more he Pedri and Gavi had more tackles than Busquets did. He doesn't do anything in that midfield except
He just
distribute.
control tempo and to distribute. Yeah, but like I'm telling you, he did his job.
He's a liability on defense.
Exactly.
But their problem wasn't conceding goals after goal after goal. Their problem, again, after I repeat myself a lot of times, is scoring goals. I would accept more Pedri and Gavi being a flop than Busquets, to be honest.
Gavi had a good World Cup.
Gavi, for his age, he had a good World Cup.
Pedri was just
Pedri had a good game.
he was just playing his role.
Pedri, he was just playing sideways.
But I
You
think
can't ask for you can't ask for more from Busquets.
How old is he?
that's exactly you can't ask for more. That's why he shouldn't. I don't think he should have been called up because he's not doing shit in the
It was
midfield.
his penalty, but so were the other two penalties.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him as a flop.
I would
I would say
put him
that's
as my
appropriate.
flop, especially because what I've been seeing at Barca this season. Yes, he's been a liability, but when he has been playing good, on his day he's been playing good.
When
in the couple of games, in the couple of games that he has been playing good.
not consistent.
But when
His age is
I
coming.
think De Jong has been playing better than him this season when he's been playing in that role.
Yep. Keeks? Luis Chavez
I
or
don't
what?
have a DM, but I have a psych. That was the best player.
Oh shit.
I have Yuri Tillemans actually as one of my first centermids. I think he was coming in. As one of the better Leicester players.
He did finish the.
I think Tielemans was more of a victim of his team because I think Tielemans was. If Belgium had at least any good players, Tielemans was somewhat one of them.
I just think he was man. He was lost in every midfield.
Compared to any other players in the Belgium squad, I don't think Tielemans was as bad.
Tillman was really bad, especially that first game. That's why he sat the bench the next game.
Yeah.
No, Yuri Tillemans was far from anything that he's regularly.
I'm gonna go DM. I like his guys. He's kind of like more the defensive of the three. Milinkovic Savic.
Finished last.
I think
Finished last. Serbia.
I think he was playing with thinking we're gonna go out anyways.
I thought this would be the tournament where like the whole world kind of sees who he is and kind of the name.
Not just him, just Serbia. I thought Serbia was going
Serbia
to
too.
at least round of 16.
Yeah, I think a lot of us had them as their dark horses.
Yeah.
Them along with
He was very quiet. He played just like if he was just not attacking and not defending, he was just like staying centrally. throughout
some of the
game
time I
as
didn't even know he was on the field.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
So he was very, very, very quiet, and I kind of expected him to because he's such a good aerial threat, and he has a good shot on him, left foot, right foot, and I thought he at least be in some highlights or something.
yeah.
But nothing from Milinkovic Savic, who I rate a lot and who's had a banging season at Lazio.
My first, I guess I'll put the more defensive one out of all them is Fede Valverde. Because I like Darwin Nunez, we expected Valverde to be one of the key players for Uruguay. But
He's not playing right wing,
ultimately,
innit?
On paper, Uruguay looks good.
ultimately Fede didn't look comfortable in his own team.
I think it's because he was playing, or
Center mid.
not because he was playing center mid, because he had good defensive numbers, but I think attacking wise, and it was at fault of their attack as well. He didn't have a good attacking numbers at all.
Yeah.
He still had a lot of tackles and interceptions.
He showed heart, obviously, like how he does every
Runs
game.
is also-
man.
runs is
In
also
terms of
like-
expectation, like I keep saying,
A lot of people were saying
disappointed me.
he was like one of the better looking Uruguay players in the tournament.
And that's sad. That's sad considering he's in our flop 11. Considering he was still one of the more
From what I see him do at Madrid, it was nothing.
Yeah, and
close
that's
to it.
exactly why he's in my flop
that's why
11
he's
as well,
yeah,
because
I
of the expectations that you have, with the expectation of he's been the best center mid in the world
Valverde-
for the past
you have
6
Valverde as well?
months.
Club level, yeah.
Have Valverde as well.
I also have
Yeah, he was coming in as one of the best center mids in the world, club level.
But
Form.
because of his goal scoring and his runs and stuff like that, which he couldn't really do in this Uruguay team.
I'm slowly starting to get convinced that he's better right mid than center mid.
Yeah, no, yeah, right, man.
Damn, that's crazy because the center mid is the natural position. I'm gonna give my next one since you guys. I'll have Valverde. I'm gonna go Christian Eriksen.
Yeah, he had a really poor tournament.
I had Denmark flopping, but I didn't think
expected him,
Eriksen
you
to play
expected
very
Eriksen?
poor as well. Because obviously Eriksen's been.
He's been playing more of an ace
I
for
think
Manchester
he's been
United.
playing better than Bruno Fernandes at United. And
Oh shit.
and like it like flipped around because Bruno had the banging tournament
No, yeah.
and Ericsson didn't.
Bless you.
Yeah, Erickson, ever since that life-threatening thing that happened, he hasn't been
I also
one to use
saw
his
it-
pace no
Yeah, but
more.
I also-
Second life's
I
going
also
nuts
saw
right
it
now.
like a
He's on his
revenge
he's on
time.
his second life, dog. He
No.
doesn't know if there's a third one, fam. He's
He
gotta
just keeps
chill.
possession, but Denmark did not.
Yeah,
look
but he
good.
like they were lacking a lot of creativity, and he was the focal point of that creativity, like he's been for years now for Denmark.
Yeah. Next center mid.
Who's your second one?
I said Fede. We're doing somebody next
Your
one.
second one, yeah.
My next one, I think when you guys have him too, is KDB.
I also
I think
Evan
we
De
all
Bruyne.
have
also
KDB,
have
no?
Do we have three
I
KDB?
could
Then we
be
all
so.
finish off with our third
Finish
midfielder
off
being
with
KDB.
With the title of the best midfielder in the world,
Yep.
he had one tackle, an interception. That's the only person who has less is Courtois in that Belgian squad.
Oh my god!
Now, do I blame Kevin De Bruyne 100%?
Mm-mm.
No, I do not.
I think it's
There was a there's a lot of shit going on in that Belgian locker room that we probably have no idea about.
I see a similarity with the
But-
2010 France team.
It's
If you guys are familiar
look
with
it. Look at the way, like, you can tell just from the way they were playing in Veste how De Bruyne was vocally towards his teammates. He was like
Yes.
not just like pissed, but like tired. He just couldn't take it.
Like tired
he
of that
couldn't,
shit.
he couldn't stand
He
it.
was irritated.
He literally said they weren't gonna go far in the tournament.
it was crazy
Basically,
because
their
going
shit.
back-
Says that.
The first game they had Canada.
And Canada,
And they look like such a non-organized team because you
They
could
still
see
won, surprisingly.
there was two midfielders and then the back line was like 50 yards out and then the
there was
forwards,
there was no
chem between the
chemistry
team.
whatsoever.
And-
if Buchanan had any like shape or form of finishing, that I don't know how that game could have ended.
That's how we were mentioning when we were reviewing that game. That game was just back and forth
That's what I'm
just
telling
because Belgian midfield was nowhere
That's
near.
why
That's what I'm saying. I told you guys that game-
where I said he was lost.
I did not
because-
enjoy
and
that.
That's why I liked that game, and you were saying that it was
I
bad
didn't
because
enjoy
there was
that
no
game.
Control, like
It looked like a FIFA game.
It was a kickball game, dude. I'm telling you guys.
I liked it because there were so many chances.
It was just back and forth. Yeah, it was cool
Yeah,
to
it
watch.
was
It was
fun.
just a
Especially
cool watch.
the first
Yeah, it
game
was
of the
fun. It
group.
was
The
fun.
Cameraman was like this the whole game.
Canada's first World Cup game and that we've seen, so it was cool to watch.
And I think if you're in KDB's shoes and you see, like, you look behind you and you see Den Donker and Axel Witsel, I don't think it's the best.
Axel
and
Witsel's
then-
good.
No, and
I
then-
like
and-
Axel
and-
He's
no,
all right.
no,
He's
he's
all
done,
right.
though.
No,
They've
you turn
done it.
around.
Yeah.
No, you turn around and you see Yuri Tillemans and Axel Witsel are playing left wing and right wing. You don't even know what the
Nah,
fuck
it
your
wasn't
midfield
Den
is.
Donker.
And then who are their center backs? Yammer talking
Vertonghen and Alderweireld.
Donker,
Yeah, and
fam.
you see an aging back line as well. Like,
Yeah, they played
But-
Vitz also played against center
he was
right.
stressed.
As
brother.
one of the
He was
captains
stressed.
for Belgium, you should never say that, regardless of what's going on in the back and behind the scenes.
when then on top of that, you have the goalkeeper who shagged your wife, Dick. Like, fuck, it's fuck. No wonder you
That
said.
locker room.
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows? Like, what was
Yeah.
said in the locker room?
Are they
bro.
still together? Courtois
Yeah,
and
Courtois and his wife are still together. Yeah.
Yeah, damn, that must be some
You-
awkward.
Going back to the you can't just put all the blame on KDB. Also,
No, yeah.
he was putting a lot of shit balls. He was a lot of force.
No,
he
no,
was
but
bad.
But also-
will
He
didn't
not
wanna
say that
be
he played
there.
Good. I won't say that he played good.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. He just
also
looked tired of it.
He also needed better teammates.
That's why I
forward.
put the
No.
not as much blame.
Because okay, say one of the balls he put in, the player who receives it does something better with it. You get an assist.
Because Batshuayi was dog shit. Batshuayi also picks up every pass De Bruyne, every good pass that De Bruyne gave him. Batshuayi ends up losing it off of a shitty
Hazard
first
was
touch
also poor.
or some
Goddamn.
just him
Lukaku?
do some
Oh,
idiocracy.
Lukaku last game.
And to think that the Belgium are like what? I think they're like sixth now, but they were like third.
How they
coming
were
into
like
the World
how
Cup
they
in
were
the world
first. How
ranking.
they were
Two for
first.
so long.
Yeah.
They were first after the Euros, and Italy, and it didn't even win it.
Money fam. But- and then you look-
knocked him out.
You look at
And
De
they were
Bruyne's first friendly back at Man City. He already looks like the De Bruyne we see.
Yeah, I saw a comment on TikTok saying like they saw him training. He looks like hella way happier to be there and to be with the national
No, I'm
team.
telling you, that's like, it probably has a lot to do with the.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Courtois
shit that we
low-key.
don't know that's going on behind.
Yeah.
though.
We know that Courtois is probably itching under his skin.
You guys
though.
completed your midfield?
Yeah.
Yeah. My last one is Mason Mount.
But did you really expect Mason Mount to perform?
He was a starter.
I didn't want him to
We always
start
call him a
either.
shitter.
That's what I'm saying.
We shit on him 24/7.
There was England fans or like just football fans in general
Chelsea
pleading
fans.
for Foden to start.
yeah,
the
yeah.
fact that Foden wasn't starting in the first place
The
is
thing is that
crazy. to me.
Foden was never going to play centrally.
And then
And he's-
Southgate. And then
in my
Southgate got
opinion, he's
punked
way
at the
better
starting
essentially than
leg.
Mason Mount.
And when he did play, Foden didn't play centrally.
He played.
Played on left.
He played with Foden and Saka wide.
Yeah, but
Which
Mason Mount was
Kind of, it kind of did end up
Henderson.
proving his argument, saying that
What a player.
Foden's not a midfielder
Mhm.
because he played him wide, and Foden had a great World Cup wide.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he did.
Hands up to Jordan Henderson though, like you were
Yeah,
saying.
he had a great World Cup.
Mhm.
Can change
After shitting on him
He's
like
stinky.
for a long time, bro.
He's stinky.
I still don't like him, but he had a good World Cup.
He's
He had a
stinky.
really
It
good
was a
World
sick
Cup.
ass goal, and he celebrated with Jude, who's pretty sexy. So I'll give him that.
He's
But
bringing Joe to Liverpool. I can see it.
I hope so.
He's
That's
all-
And
he's
so
always
and
such
Such a
Jude.
good relationship too.
There's
Though.
no way.
it's because he, like I,
I always
said,
and every
only
every
thing-
video that England releases, and you see Jordan Henderson, you'll see Jude next to him. You
It's
see
just
Jude.
the
You'll see
only
Henderson
thing,
next
the
to
only
him.
thing Henderson, the only thing I do end up giving this guy like props towards is his leadership and the fact that his captaincy like doesn't just end in the Liverpool. It really transcends. Like he doesn't necessarily need the badge for him to just be a powerful player in the rankings.
He's a communicator on the pitch. The man on guy. Man on.
That's all he's good for.
Nah, I like Jordan Henderson.
Shall we move on to our defense?
Yeah.
Left back?
Oh shit, he's shivering. Who's your left back?
I don't know him for my left back, if I'm being honest.
He doesn't know any left backs.
I have a left back. Joao Cancelo. He sucked.
He played right back.
Did he even play?
I put him left back.
Oh, he's a right back.
He got benched by Diego Dallo. Yeah, it's valid.
And Dalot's clear anyways on both sides. So
No.
it doesn't matter.
No.
Yeah. Since
Me too. I have Joao Cancelo as well.
Oh,
you got
shit.
Joao but as a right
Yep.
back. See?
No, I put him at my left back.
See, so he was just waiting for one of us to say something.
I don't have nobody
All right, so why do you put Joao Cancelo, Sam? Right?
because he played poor.
Oh, well done.
There goes our credibility.
I say flop. I say flop because of the fact that he ended up getting benched by two players by a player, first of all, that like I said, he's right back, yes, you can argue. But Joao Cancelo can play both, and there's
Yeah,
no
but he didn't
denying
play
that.
this week.
But there's no denying that he can't play both. There's no denying.
Yeah, there's no.
But even though
So
he
for him to be
wasn't,
shit on the right side,
But
and they're
this
like,
is-
oh, it's okay, he can play left side. No, both sides were filled.
Even
and
though he was
a
he
World
still-
Cup flop 11, he didn't play left back this World Cup. And when he played right back, he was obviously, like Seb said, poor. But also,
Oh, yeah.
things that you see at Man City, you now at least one side with a Portugal shirt on. So that's
Portugal fans still want him to start though. Portugal fans
Dallo
were.
had a great World Cup.
Yes, we're going on the left side of Rafael Guerreiro.
Barca having
They're-
his eye on
I don't know
Guerrero's
how.
his Santos' favorite though has been.
That's what I'm
since the
saying.
Euro,
It
since
comes
they
down
won
to
the Euro.
Santos, bro.
Which is still some shit that like we didn't bring Rafael Guerreiro up in these, like when we were bringing up that Portugal
Because
squad.
in my opinion, it still should have been Cancelo.
We never even argued Rafael Guerreiro.
Guerrero
Never
hasn't
did.
been playing good ball since 2019.
There you go. Should have been Cancelo because Nuno Mendes got
To be
injured.
fair, his Dortmund, Guerrero was sick. Guerrero was sick.
He's still at Dortmund.
Him and
And
Royce.
he's still at Dortmund. You don't even hear about him anymore. And you don't even hear about him anymore. He's done.
All right, my right back. You guys all said Cancelo.
Oh, well, for
Left
my
back.
right back, I'll give you.
Maybe we were talking about left back.
Oh, we switched to right back though,
We didn't.
I mentioned my right back because they mentioned Joao Cancelo.
but he was the right back.
But
So he was wrong.
right back.
Our fullbacks in general.
All right,
fullbacks.
I'll go right back then. I'll go with another Belgian player and Thomas Munier. Very poor. And dude, there's so many of those
Yeah.
Belgian players that could be on this team.
That's true. But yeah. I mean, shit. What could you say really on Meunier though?
Didn't look good. Didn't look like even though he played his natural position, the three at the back as the right mid, he
How old
didn't
is
provide
he?
anything.
That's true because in the Euros and the 2018 World Cup,
He was good.
Meunier was good.
Mhm.
That's true though. But Meunier's been shit for Dortmund. Very shit. For
Nah.
Dude, there's a lot of Dortmund players on here.
Yeah.
Possibly. Yep. Let's go to the
My other left back,
Yep.
other fullback. I mean, Joaquim Male again. Awful. I
From
expected
Denmark?
him so much because again at the Euro, he had about several goals and assists,
Mhm.
and as that wingback play,
Yeah,
there was nothing that he did this World Cup.
Mm.
And I think if I were to put I know we didn't do a fantasy, or
Mm.
probably Seb did,
I didn't do a fantasy.
but I was thinking of having a fantasy team, and that was my first player to pick on, and I'm glad I didn't do it. And if I would have, I would have
we
been.
would have got shagged, didn't
Yeah, would have got a shot. To be honest.
it? Keeks, your other fullback.
I actually have Serginho Dest as my right back.
He had a decent World Cup.
I really don't think so. I really
Not
don't
to be
think
a
so.
flop, yeah.
I say he was decent for one game, but every
Yeah,
other game I
yeah.
saw
Yeah,
him
that's
was
true.
poor,
Yeah,
and that was the
that's true.
knockout game against the United States or the Netherlands. No,
He was doing
not
Iran.
the Netherlands. The Netherlands game he wasn't too bad, but Iran.
Hey, he is Dutch though.
Oh shit.
True, low key.
Iran, he played well.
I think he did good at the things we expect him to do decent on, which is getting into the
I don't think-
or
I don't
getting
think so.
into the final
I
third and
don't-
giving a couple
don't-
of crosses, dribbling and stuff like that.
I don't think he's a flop because coming into the World Cup, I don't even think USA fans wanted him to start because of how
Yelling?
suspect he is.
Yelling?
And he
Oh.
started and he didn't. Des didn't do anything bad. He
But
just didn't do anything.
I guess that makes
Good
sense.
enough to
I
win a
think-
game. Who was
gonna
no,
start
I
over?
think Des was poor.
DeAndre Yedlin.
I think Des was. I think Des
Shit.
was kind of sorry.
It had to be Des.
I don't think Des. I don't think Des. I think Des was more poor than he was average. I
Well,
think he was
if
a bit
anything,
below
we
average,
expected
if
him to be
Yeah.
bad
Honestly,
though.
But in my opinion, it's just the way I saw it was the fact that there was no argument, there was no fighting for the right back spot. He's on loan at Milan, not getting any game time because he's poor.
That's what I'm saying.
I still don't.
I saw that more as an opportunity.
Mm.
I just saw it as that way, and I thought the United States team was gonna offer that because it's not like they were poor. I honestly didn't think the USA were gonna do shit, but the rest of the players did their thing, or majority of the players did their thing, and that's just stay behind.
I still don't think Dest is actual right back. If you were to go on YouTube and look up Sergio Dest,
They're all like highlights. They're all like
flicks
full
and shit.
highlights.
him
skills.
skill moves, step overs, shooting with the left, shooting with the right, getting shots on target, and rarely do you see defensive displays from him. So he should really consider.
I mean, the only thing I remember from
wing back at least
a Barca was when he was
Yeah,
like Clásico. He was just picking up the through balls and shit.
Yeah.
Because he's rapid. That's about it, yo. Yeah, I agree.
The other fullback.
But then we completed our fullback. So.
I have. You can put either of the Spain back the right backs, which is Llorente, Carvajal, or Aspi. But I put Llorente
Why?
just for the fact that he got mixed against. I forgot who was against.
Morocco. Bufal had him in a.
Bufal makes on a lot of
Carvajal.
Bufal had his ass the whole game.
Carvajal,
Oh my god.
Aspi, and Llorente. I think they collected like from players dribbling. They collected it 3 times throughout the whole World Cup through all 3 of them, which is very, very poor.
Because Carvajal.
But Carvajal, I think he gets a little bit too much hate because I mean, if you look at his trophy cabinet, but I mean,
Carvajal is surrounded with Barca players. He's not gonna do good.
literally surrounded by a Madrid player. Fucking Man City player on his left.
We're literally calling Spain Barcelona FC.
No, we weren't. Who
So
was?
you expected. So which of the 3 are you putting in right back?
I'm just put Llorente because he got mixed.
I don't think Llorente
And
even.
he was
He only started 1 game, I think. Carvajal started in the first game.
And then Aspi started the other game.
Yeah. Llorente. I think they swapped every game. Damn, Luis.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't have a main center back. I mean, right back.
Jesus.
So you expected Llorente to not get a mix that game or what?
I mean, just because he's rapid, isn't it? Because he's fast.
Yeah, but fast pace doesn't give you. If
Yeah,
you
there's-
can be
Serginho's
but you
fast as fuck. He can't defend.
That's how I defend on Sundays, isn't it? That's how I defend on Sundays.
Like waffle
Just pace.
To complete my fullbacks, I'm gonna say Nico Schlotterbeck.
He's not a right back.
Playing center back.
I already said my right back. I'm saying left back.
He's a center back.
He's still not a left back.
He's a left-sided left back.
Center back.
He's a center back.
Nico Schlotterbeck. You can play left back.
There's 2 Schlotterbacks.
Ram was the left back.
What?
Ram was a
Ram was the left back.
He went over him.
Then how the fuck did Ram end up getting game time if he was over Schlotterbeck? If Schlotterbeck was over him.
Like I
Schlotterbeck
said,
was center back.
expectation.
Schlotterbeck played
I
like
expected Schlotterbeck to
play left
come
back?
in and have a good World Cup.
Yeah, but he
And he
didn't.
did
He played center back. So what's your argument?
I can't think.
No, he doesn't know.
I know he's a left back and a center back. You can play both.
If I were to go,
Oh, but me putting Cancelo left back is obvious. It's some wank after that then.
But he played the right side.
If I were
Schlotterbeck played center back.
If I were to go check, and if Schlotterbeck isn't left side, you have to. What do you have to do? What do you have to do?
no, don't say
Show his
anything.
nipple.
You're gonna say some dumb shit.
Fat kiss on the mouth.
You're gonna have to edit the clip out. No, but Schlotterbeck, just disappointing. And there's another potential Germany defender I'm not gonna put in here. So
I'm gonna just give him that German.
yeah, we have the same one.
Another Dortmund player.
Our center backs.
Yeah,
Niklas Schule.
I have him too.
I think you can put either Rudiger or
Oh,
Nico
Schule as well.
Schule.
Schule was
Nice.
very bad. Dog.
I
He
put
played
Rudiger.
right back one of the games.
He did play
Yeah,
right back.
I put Rudiger, but you can put either one of them. They both had a poor
I
tournament.
saw. I don't know who it was.
And when most of the goals that they conceded, Schule was at fault. Man marking, playing out the back and giving up the ball away. Dude, it was everything.
To be fair, the center backs, both the center backs had to defend in like wider areas, which is probably why they got some goals scored on them. But I put Rudiger personally, but you can put either of them
Rudiger, why?
because I think he's a better center back, and you expected more from him over
What'd you expect?
Schule.
What'd you expect from him that he didn't do?
Be good in it
Oh shit.
He wasn't bad.
because he's a Madrid player in it. That's why
Oh my god, he wasn't bad. He was
wasn't
the
good
best
either.
German defender.
Should I let Viege know or no?
There's no what.
Should I?
Yeah, tell him.
Schlotterbeck played 1 game out of 3, and he played left center back. And Ram
Played
was
1
next.
game out of the 3.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Left back was Ram.
What? That's what I said.
Oh, you said
Ram
you
took
didn't.
Ram took him over.
No, Dick.
And
That's literally what I said.
Game, in the
was
one game,
center back. The one game he played
left
was
back,
center back.
Center back. He's left-footed.
Oh my!
That's not a left back.
Well, I
though.
guess you could say I couldn't think of another natural left back.
Then just say that.
Yeah, I said that. But you shagged me, fam.
The thing is, he didn't play, and that goes back to the other center back I'm gonna put too. Matthijs de Ligt didn't play either, and he's another one of my flops because
shit, I already my Taylor.
you expect him to start though.
I expect him to start.
But the way they set up the way Van Gaal set up the team, I think it was the best way. Ake had a good World Cup.
Tim Bernanke.
Okay, was
Well done.
Tim, yeah, and Van Dijk obviously is going to
Okay, had a good World Cup apart from getting mixed from
irreplaceable.
I mean, that's inevitable.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, Ake's been good for Man City too. We got to start talking about him more.
When he gets the game time, yes.
This season mainly because he gets many.
He should dip. To be honest, he needs to go.
Nah, he's good where he's at.
No, because they even picked up Akanji, who's also been well. Also, Chivas,
right back.
Chivas is winning 3-0, by the way.
Oh shit! It's a friendly, no good shit.
Who's your other center back?
To me,
Yeah,
Aymeric Laporte. Give
Fair.
away the goal.
Fair.
Give away the ball. Silly against Germany, and they drew. And again, he was the only proper defender in the lineup at most times, and he looked like the worst. Like
And his
we're
center
saying.
back partner as CDM played way better than him.
And exactly. So Rodri as a center back, I think by far was better than Aymeric.
I put hella Spain players. I don't think I put one.
I put 2, 3.
That's all the games you watched or what?
No.
That was my first Spanish player.
Cakes.
I put Ruben Dias.
Fair enough. Pepe was clear of him.
Ruben Dias was shit.
Him as a 40-year-old.
I want to say shit, but
No, he's been shit since the start of the season as well.
Mhm.
Been poor.
He hasn't been
He's
good at City this
flop.
season.
because we've just been dogging teams. They don't
But
concede.
Ruben Dias,
They don't get
Ruben
plenty
Dias
of
himself
attacks.
has just been dog shit. Like he just doesn't receive any. He received a lot of pressure and didn't. He crumbles under shits under pressure. Anybody charging at him, he freaks the fuck out, man.
Yeah.
And he's too slow to get back. He gets beaten very easily because he likes to stay. He likes to press high. The second he presses high, he starts running back. He's not gonna catch anybody that he's chasing.
Yeah, he's slow.
He doesn't. He can't catch anybody.
Same with
He
Laporte.
doesn't play. He doesn't play to his strengths. He doesn't play to his strengths. Is what I'm trying to say. He doesn't play more as like a sit back center back. He doesn't play more sit back, more calm. Because he has a Virgil van Dijk build.
No.
Kind of.
Van Dijk is a stallion.
But I mean, so is Ruben Diaz. He's a pretty big guy.
Yeah.
I think he was poor, and I think the way
that was a good
and the
shot.
way he's
so.
talked about, I think he should have been about better.
Yeah.
I
The
think
whole,
he
that
should
whole
have been.
back line, it looks like they shouldn't even concede a goal because of who they have in the back.
Pepe undoubtedly was.
You would expect
was-
Pepe to be the worst one.
The right side was way better than the left side. Pepe and Dalla were balling.
My other center back is Jose Maria Jimenez. I think for the fact that Uruguay is built on such like on their defense for the past couple of years, you know, and you could either put both the center backs, but Godin is old already; he's getting on. So I put Jose Maria Jimenez
His new
instead.
style of play affected him.
And coming from another defensive team that's doing really poor this season at Atleti, so I just put Jose Maria Jimenez because he has a cute name as well.
Yeah, he's also known for
Go on. What are you gonna
he's
say?
also known for like being such an aerial threat and dead balls. And Uruguay received a lot of set pieces. They conceded a lot of set pieces and they got a lot of corner kicks. And he was to be found nowhere. And it was always Godin.
And Pepe scored against him, no? He flew over them.
Yeah, as a 40-year-old.
Twice. In the last World Cup too, he flew over them.
Should have flown over Morocco too, but he sucked.
Last but not least, the goalies.
The keeper.
I have another Spain player. I have Unai Simon.
I want to say mine.
Unai Simon.
Unai Simon has more mistakes leading to goals than any other
on the
team.
ball,
Have
he's
I
so
not been
general.
saying that? though?
And he's shaky on the
Have
ball
I
as
not been
well.
saying that Unai Simon is very poor on the ball?
The hair is chilling on his couch watching that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, not being able to distribute from the back. Yeah.
They had gifted Ron a hat trick, so
He's doing him a favor.
I think he's been banned ever since from Spain.
That's
Really
shit.
bad.
Because Unai Simon fucking sucks, man. He's a joke. He's a joke.
Nah,
Spain do really
he's
well.
a decent shot stopper, but I think his distribution from the back helps him a lot to get called into the Spain.
One of the Japan goals too was kind of his fault.
it was his fault.
I'm trying to remember.
The one that went out, he should have blocked that shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember. Yep. That was terrible.
I have the wife shagger, Courtois. Thibaut Courtois.
I think
Motivated.
For being a wife shagger or what?
Yeah, he was too busy shagging wives instead of saving the net.
Unmotivated team, bro.
Yeah, no.
There has to be a documentary coming out about that team, bro.
Unmotivated team, and he's one of the focal.
He should be
points.
leaders. No, and also Courtois was another one that said some outlandish shit.
Yeah.
He was like, what was it, like Madrid, that we have stars or something like that we have too many players, too many good
No,
players.
it's because De Bruyne said something about age, and they have no chance of winning.
Wait, you're
and then
right.
Courtois
He
said, "We have
we're too
Modric
old."
who's 37. We have Benz."
He said, we have everybody here over the age of 36. He's like, it's not a problem at Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which was also
That's what I'm
stupid
trying
to
to
say.
say, yeah.
What a
And
dickhead.
that was just them pretty much going back and that was pretty much them going back and forth on live television. That's what I'm saying.
It's
like
like
they were,
childish,
yeah,
kind of.
it was very immature from this whole country. Like,
I mean, I understand them
goddamn.
too, but like,
that's their golden generation. Nah, couldn't
I
be
feel
next.
sorry for the
Oh,
youngsters that were in that Belgium squad.
Yeah.
They didn't deserve that.
There is a couple good youngsters on there. De Ketelaere, Doku.
shit. Kessler's
Did
average.
did Doku even get that much playing time?
Yeah, Doku was
In the
very good.
Euros, he did, but not this.
No, in the Euros, yeah, but the World Cup.
All down.
Roberto Martinez, bro, fraud.
Trossard too. He wanted to like break out.
Yeah, and Hazard was starting over him. A couple
That was a play in particular for Trossard where like he wasn't paying attention and the ball was still in and he just
It's the beginning of Belgium's downfall. With Martinez leaving his job
All
as well.
those false fucking FIFA placements finally biting them in their ass.
Yeah.
I chose Manuel Neuer. Again, poor
Fair.
on the ball this World Cup.
Fair.
Conceded many goals.
should have been Ter
goals.
Stegen from the start, man.
That's what I was going to go on to. I think Ter Stegen finally... He's had a good season at Barcelona, keeping
Yeah.
a lot of very
think-
clean sheets.
It's all
To be
political.
fair,
I don't think they
yeah.
would have
Yeah.
let Ter Stegen start.
That is
No,
political
and it's
as
been
well.
political. There was an argument that was placed that I don't remember what tournament this was specifically for, but it was a couple years back.
I think it was the Euros.
Ter Stegen ended up being opted to start, and it was already confirmed. Bayern ended up saying that if they don't start Neuer, they don't get to use any other of their players.
Yeah, because they're
so
gonna ban the player.
whack.
from-
Yeah,
Bro,
so they
that's
would like
so
prevent
whack.
them from using any
That's
other Bayern
fucked up.
players.
That's
Klaus
fucked up.
Goretzka, Kimmich, Gnabry, Sane. That was like half their team.
That's why I think he then got injured. Skiing.
My goalkeeper, who also conceded a lot of goals, and I expected him to at least save some of them, Keylor Navas.
Kayle Navas was actually my second.
Especially in the first game.
I was gonna
dude.
say that, but I give him the benefit of the doubt because it's Costa Rica.
No,
His
no, no.
team was not gonna do anything.
Even though obviously Costa Rica was poor, especially in the first game, when they conceded
You
7.
do expect Kayle Navas to do a bit
Some
more.
of those
yeah.
were savable.
No, some of them were.
And he made it look.
That's true.
He made it look so difficult on himself.
I forgot about...
Look, nothing like the
Navas.
Courtois. I mean, the Navas I would have seen.
I forgot about him, like, existing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because with PSG, the games that I've seen, is Donnarumma always
He
playing.
needs a
But
more.
they still have. Is Rico still at PSG?
I have no idea what happened to him. I doubt it, though.
Shit.
I really doubt it. Sergio Rico.
I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Costa Rica statistically had the 2 worst center backs in the tournament.
No way they
like
could have
rating
worse than the
wise.
Qatar
Rating
side.
wise.
And they almost made it to the next round. Holy shit.
Almost. That was fucking...
Was it
They
for
were
Havertz?
in it for
Havertz
4
dumbass,
yeah.
Havertz dumbass wanted to score a brace for nothing. They weren't even gonna win. They weren't
Havertz
even gonna,
pulled
they
it
weren't even
out.
gonna go through. They weren't even gonna go through. They could have just chilled out. And
They
just,
didn't want to finish last yet again. in
they could
the
have just
World
chilled
Cup.
out and let Spain go through out with them. But they were like, hell no.
That would have been sick. Would have predicted it, looks.
That would have been the craziest shit if Costa Rica and Japan ended up making it out that group.
Spain,
That would have been
The TikTok
insanity.
fan.
That would have been crazy.
Keeks, did you say your goalie already?
Yeah, Courtois.
We should give a manager flop, to be
Yeah, I
honest.
was thinking that. I hella forgot.
Oh shit.
I think we're all gonna be biased here.
Mm,
We'll say Tata.
you can say Luis Enrique just because he's probably the best manager at the World Cup. It's either him or
Can't
Hansi
believe you
Flick.
just said that.
Dude, I can think of 4 managers
Shit,
right now.
Can't believe you
Who?
just said
Who?
that.
Hansi Flick and Luis Enrique both won trebles with their clubs when they were managing.
Mhm.
So who else would you put in the conversation personally?
Tata, obviously. Because
That is like
his
80
decisions, that has nothing to do with it. His decisions.
I thought you meant
Wait.
better managers.
That's not better manager.
When you said I can think
No,
of
flop
4.
managers.
Oh,
No, but when I said
Oh, I'm thinking about like my options for this. I
Oh,
wasn't
I-
paying attention to what you were saying.
oh shit, this dumbass.
Wait, what'd you say?
He was looking right at you. He was looking right at you.
who are the managers that are better than Luis Enrique in the World
I
Cup?
thought you were
Club
saying,
level, yeah.
I thought you were saying
Hansi
Tata.
Flick is
Yeah,
probably
but
one of the
also
best.
it's easy to say that because you bring on what they've done for club.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tata better than hell.
The Shams is a good manager.
Yeah.
Van Gaal is a good manager.
Yeah, I forgot about Van Gaal, to be honest. I think Van Gaal is one of the better managers this tournament, though.
Yeah, I mean, he has all the accolades, everything.
Viej, for your flop.
I'll say 2. Tata Martino, like I just said, his decisions throughout the World Cup were terrible. Not that we had high expectations for him because
Yeah, I
of
was
what we
gonna
saw in the
say
qualifiers, but still, Mexico, I've always made it to the round 16, and you kept us in 3rd place. And we could have made it to the next round if you would have set up the team correctly since the start, having a 10 like Orbelín Pineda
We would have
starting.
started off with 3 points in the group stage.
Yep. And my other manager, I'll probably say Tite from Brazil. I think in the group stage, he did his job. But when it mattered against Croatia, all the star players you have, and you get outclassed by the Croatian manager, disappointing.
Pretty much said it
Let
all
down.
for me.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
to-
fair enough.
I think
Tita and Tata.
with the potential,
Tita.
Oh shit.
the potential that the
Tita,
squad
Tata,
had, the
and-
whole
and
roster,
Tita.
Oh shit.
It was literally. I feel like this
It's
World Cup
old,
was
man.
like
And
for
he-
Brazil.
and he's obviously the one pulling the strings, getting things done together, and he's pulling up subs early. Vini, who was I think should have
I
never
think he
got
kinda
subs.
He wasn't
deserved
having a
it.
good game, but you
even-
never saw him off at
but
the
even then,
60th.
I think he deserved it.
Brazil's best game was against South Korea. It took them up to their first knockout game. Because to be honest, against Serbia, they weren't exceptionally good. Versus Switzerland again, they weren't exceptionally good. And I was predicting at least Brazil to fly by these teams like how they did
Yeah,
against
yeah.
Korea.
I
to
think
be
Serbia,
honest.
even though it was only
With the- just the
2-0, it
players.
was a very good performance.
It
by
was a
Brazil.
both, yeah, by
The way
Serbia and Switzerland.
Argentina flew past Croatia, I honestly expected Brazil to do the same.
And don't disregard that they lost to Cameroon 1-0 again.
But nah,
The
the
lineup-
lineup, not the benefit
but
of the
it
doubt.
doesn't
They,
matter.
played,
The
they gave
lineup is
everybody a
better.
start. They gave everybody a start.
but-
They gave
But
everybody
the
a
lineup
cap, not
is
a
his
start.
decision,
Yeah.
though. It's his
Lineup is his
decision.
decision.
That is, but it's because they weren't tripping because that game they were already qualified. They weren't stressing about too much. They just wanted to give everybody their game time.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, they gave
Yeah, they
everybody.
did
a
use
cap.
all 26
Yeah, they
players.
gave everybody a cap.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Well, that was our flop 11, and we hope you guys enjoyed. Please
Yes,
give a
boys.
like to the video.
Let us know who you believe should have been named on our starting 11s.
Who we missing?
Yeah, who we missed.
Definitely not
Let
Ronaldo.
us know
Oh, we
if you
didn't say
guys-
Usman Dembele.
Oh shit.
He had one bad game.
Let us know why Alexis Vega is the worst one in this team. Let us know exactly where he's going. Probably to the bin.
You'll see.
Oh shit.
You'll see.
Don't listen to him. He's an America fanboys. But yes, boys, drop, like, comment, and make sure you guys subscribe. Boys.
And don't forget FPT code Ladsfooty at checkout for 15% off. And we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Bye.